Have you ever wondered what to do with those colorful yarn cakes you see in the yarn section? Well, wonder no more, have I got the project for you. You can make this super cute, fun little top with just one ball. I used this size 3 weight yarn in the color Lime Twist, and it only took one ball, which came to almost 795 yards. I started off using a size I or 5.5mm crochet hook. Start with a slip knot and chain 67. When you reach the end of the chain, turn the chain over, and in the second chain from the hook, place a single crochet. And single crochet in each chain across the row. This will be your row 1. When you reach the end of the row, join to your first stitch with a slip stitch, being careful not to twist your row. You can turn your row after the chain 1, apparently I forgot, and single crochet into the first stitch, and chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and single crochet in the next stitch. And repeat your chain 2, skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next stitch 3 more times. And you'll have a total of 4 chain 2 spaces. After that last single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet in the same stitch. We'll call this the corner chain 2. Our yoke will have 4 corners, and that was the first one. And now continue with chain 2, skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next stitch 7 times for a total of 7 chain 2 spaces. And make another corner chain 2 in that last single crochet. And repeat the chain 2, skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next stitch 4 more times with another corner chain 2 in that last single crochet stitch. And then chain 2, skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next stitch 2 more times, chain 2, and join to your first stitch with a slip stitch. And for row 3, we'll chain 1, turn, and we're going to make a stacked single crochet in that first chain 2 space. So single crochet, turn your stitch to the side, and single crochet in those 2 side loops. This will act as your first double crochet in each of your double crochet rows. And now place 2 more double crochets in that same chain 2 space. And place 3 double crochets in each chain 2 space until you get to the next corner chain 2. And when you reach the corner chain 2, we are going to make our first corner increase, which is 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, all in the same chain 2 space. And when you've completed your corner increase, just place 3 double crochets in each chain 2 space and another corner increase in the next chain 2 corner. And repeat like this and join with a slip stitch to your first stitch. Chain 1 and turn. And for row 4, single crochet, just before that first double crochet group, chain 2, and single crochet between the next 2 double crochet groups. So you're not going into a stitch, you're just going into that space between the 2 groups. And repeat until you get to the first corner increase. And here's the first corner increase. So we're going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in that chain 1 space in the middle of the increase, and then chain 2 and single crochet in between those next 2 double crochet groups, and repeat like this to the end of the row. And when you reach the end, join to your first single crochet, chain 1 and turn. And row 5 will be a repeat of row 3. So we'll start with a stacked single crochet and 2 more double crochets in that first chain 2 space. And 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space, and so on. And so to proceed with your yoke, just keep repeating rows 3 and 4. And now here I've completed 9 of the double crochet rows, and my back measurements from corner to corner is measuring about 19 inches. And when you double this back measurement, this equals 38 inches, which gives me 4 inches of ease around my bust. And also on that last row, I decided to discontinue my sleeve increases. To do that, in that corner increase, it's just 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then continue with your 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. And at the other end of the sleeve section, it's 3 double crochets in that last chain 2 space, chain 1, and 3 double crochets in that next corner chain 2. And so my sleeve sections will measure 15 inches across. And so if you need to make your yoke larger, the next row would be a repeat of your single crochet chain 2 row with your corner chain 2s in each corner chain 1 space. And the next double crochet row would be a repeat of the last double crochet row I just showed you. And repeat those last 2 rows until the measurement across the front and back equals about half of what you'd like your final bust circumference to be. And so the next row following your last double crochet row of your yoke will be your normal single crochet chain 2 row. And single crochet in that first corner chain 1 space. Skip over the entire sleeve section and single crochet in the next corner chain 1 space, and then continue across the front. And skip over the next sleeve section like I just showed you. And so the next double crochet row begins as usual. And when you reach the underarm, you'll just be placing 3 double crochets between those 2 single crochets. And just keep going and repeat for the other underarm. And join to your first double crochet. So just continue with our 2-row repeat for as long as you like. Mine turned out to be 10 inches beyond the underarm. And end with a single crochet chain 2 row. At this point I've already turned my row, so now I'll chain 3. And now triple crochet and double crochet in that first single crochet stitch. And slip stitch into the next single crochet stitch. And chain 3, triple crochet, double crochet, all in that same single crochet stitch. And repeat this pretty scalloped edge stitch to the end of the row. And join with a slip stitch into that same single crochet as your first chain 3. And for a decorative touch, I added a single crochet row around the neck edge. And now we'll work on the sleeves. So on the wrong side of the underarm, I join my yarn to that chain 1 space, chain 1, and single crochet in the same space, and chain 2 and single crochet between the next 2 double crochet groups. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I switched to a smaller hook, a size H or 5mm hook, just to make the remaining rows of the sleeve just a little bit tighter. And I'll meet you at the end of the row. And so just single crochet in that last chain 1 space and join to your first single crochet. And chain 1 and turn. And now slip stitch into that first single crochet and slip stitch into the chain 2 space and chain 3. This time the chain 3 will act as your first double crochet. And now place 2 double crochets in the same chain 2 space. And continue with your normal double crochet row and join to the first stitch. And so just continue with our 2-row repeat for as long as you'd like your sleeve and finish with a scalloped edge row in the same way as we did at the bottom edge of our top. And now your adorable top is all done. And if you need a little extra help, I'll post the written pattern on my website at fastkittycrochet.com. Bye for now.